So I decided to play Adopt Me for the first time as an adult, and this is about how it went.
What? 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 What the hell? What? I don't know what's happening. Oh God, I'm tired. I'm taking a break. We'll be back.
Spoiler, she was not back. How did we get here? Why am I playing Roblox as a fully adult woman? Like, what's going on? This all started because my sister fell back into the Neopets void recently and dragged me with her. Which, if you don't know what Neopets is, or if you've heard it and you're not totally clear, Neopets is the hit virtual pet simulator from the early 2000s that is honestly so much more than a virtual pet simulator. It's actually a complex economic simulator with a virtual pet veneer sprinkled on top, just for fun. So in Neopets, you have to worry about inflation. You can invest your money into stocks and keep track of how they do. You can run your own shop. When you go into any store, it'll tell you the current inflation rate, just so you can account for that while you're shopping. And there's gambling. There's like a lot of gambling in it too. So there's scratch cards, there's the lottery, there's betting on competitions, there's betting on races, there's roulette wheels of all different varieties, there's lots of slot machines. It is very much a gambling simulator as well, which means we have almost the full economic gamut. And I wondered, has anyone studied this phenomenon? So I did what anyone would do, and I looked up Neopets on Google Scholar, and it turns out people have studied this, hilariously enough. Or at least they've written sociological opinions on it, which, is that the same thing? Not totally sure, because I am not a sociologist. But anyway, in this article, they essentially said that because we have taken away children's ability to work and contribute to the labor force, they have essentially created their own work and labor force inside these virtual economies like Neopets, and we can't necessarily see what's going on because we're adults and we are living in a completely different economy. So this got me thinking, what is the invisible virtual economy of today, especially if it is disguised as a virtual pet simulator? And my suspicion went straight to Adopt Me. Is this like Neopets? Is that what's happening? What's going on? So I thought, let's investigate. So I downloaded Roblox and I booted it up and was pretty much immediately confused, to be honest. It gives you your character, but it's unclear if you can customize your character. And once you drop into the world, the things that are customization options have a little dollar sign on it. There's like absolutely no indication as to whether this is game currency or like real US dollars. So it's a little bit confusing. I think it really wants you to customize your appearance, but I couldn't quite figure out how to customize my appearance, so I picked this super casual outfit. This outfit labeled as casual that doesn't look that casual to me, but like, I'm old, so like maybe my sense is a little bit off about these things. Then I tried to decorate my house, but again, it was like asking me for money to decorate the house and like customize things. And at this point, I was like not sure if this was like game money or real money because it's just a dollar sign. So I decided that decorating my house was much too stressful and that the game is not called Decorate Me, it's called Adopt Me. So I decided to go and try to find something to adopt. So running around in this world, I didn't realize that you could see other players in the world, so I was a little bit confused, but also kind of excited to see that. But I'm on a mission, so I'm running through, following this little glowing arrow on the ground, and I go into this other world, and I was so distracted by how my character was running that I didn't even notice this giant house like spinning down a vortex on the screen in front of me until I watched this playback back. Like, I have no idea how I missed that or what was going on there. But if anyone knows why this house just went into the vortex, like, I'm a little curious and a little concerned. Like, I hope everyone's okay. So anyway, I get there, there's like a few hiccups, people try to interact with me and I have no idea how the interaction in the game works. And then you get to this really confusing hallway where it says pets this way and babies this way, which immediately, what? I thought this was like a pet simulator. Like, why is there like a direction for babies? I was a little put off by this, but I was like, whatever, no big deal. We are here for pets. So I run over to the pet side. I talk to this guy who gives me a sentient egg that has a top hat. Like, is it a smart egg? I'm not sure yet. But the egg apparently is hungry. So I follow the prompts and I feed the egg a sandwich, which is a little bit unsettling because I don't know where its teeth are. But I digress. This is about adopting pets, and I am here to adopt some pets. I'm here to do it. So I ran around for a while in the pet room, talking to people, and I kept getting this weird pop-up, which at first I didn't understand, but then I realized it's asking me for money. I can't get a pet out of the gumball machine because I don't have enough money. I can't adopt a dog because I don't have enough money.
He gestures for you to buy an egg. Woof.
I can't adopt a cat because I don't have enough money. I couldn't get any of the pets because I didn't have enough money. And not just game currency. The thing that pops up wants you to spend your Robux to get, I guess, these like fake bucks in this game, but that's real money. So this essentially is like a pay-to-win gambling simulator where you have to buy more and more of these eggs to see if you get a rare pet. So at this point, I'm miffed and I'm confused and I don't want to give this game any real money because like that's not the point. The point is blood, sweat, and tears into the economic system until you rise to the top. I am here for the American dream. Anyway, so at this point, I'm like, you know what? I can't afford an animal. I can't afford a baby animal. What about those babies back there? So I turned around and I ran back to the baby section and was even more confused. Because in the baby section, there's like this clipboard or something where you can sign up to be like a parent or a baby. Like it's a sign-up sheet. Like, am I signing up to be a baby and then someone else will adopt me? Like, am I what is being adopted? Is the game adopt me? Like, I get adopted? Like, what is happening here? I had absolutely no idea what was happening. I didn't know if I should sign up to be a baby or a parent. Anyway, needless to say, I was exhausted by this point, so I decided to leave the pet baby area and go somewhere a little bit more familiar with an open sky to the outside. So when I got outside, they were trying to sell me more things. They were like using the game money, which is like at this point sort of real money, to like buy little items, presumably for the animals that I don't have at this point. I decided I was tired. I was confused, I was tired, I was a little scared, and I just wanted my mom to come pick me up. So I turned the game off, intending to give it a go later on, but I gave up and didn't mess with it anymore. My conclusion here is that this is not a virtual economy at all. This is just the real economy virtualized and with the veneer of a pet simulator over it. The one good thing that Neopets did have going for it, even though it was like, some would argue, a little bit of a capitalist and advertising nightmare that made it really hard for kids to separate what was advertisements and what was actually content of the game, was there was no way, and kind of still is no way, to buy your way into Neopets. You had to earn every Neo point that you got in game, which made it really meaningful when you finally worked your way up to getting an exciting paintbrush or like an exotic pet color or something like that. But this is not that. This is real money that kids are using to gamble on these rare collectible pets that are really just markers of wealth. So what did we learn from this? Honestly, I'm not really sure, but I need Neopets to fix all the Flash stuff. That's what I got.